What you're about to hear will inspire, entertain, and keep you cheering for more. Youth baseball and softball players, coaches, and fans from around the globe join Coach Aaron and the field team on their journey to make the game even more fun and even more exciting than ever. From mound visits to dugout stories and game-changing plays, we bring you tips and stories from players, coaches, trainers, and more. Now. Make sure you've got your eye black ready, and let's slide into the action. On the count of 3, let's hear a big, loud play ball. 1, 2, 3.
Play ball.
Dude, I think that was good. Liam, what do you think?
That was good.
I agree. I think we're ready to roll. All right. Welcome back to the Slide Podcast, everyone. I'm Coach Aaron, the host, and today I'm joined with Fruity Pebbles. What's up, Liam? How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Doing good, man. I'm all decked out in my banana stuff right now because that's all I've done for the last 7-8 days is banana ball tournament stuff. So working, that's what I've been doing, Liam. Working, but having fun. What about you, man? What's been new in your world?
Well, my travel ball team started back up. We played a game Saturday. We won by 14. I did pretty good. And I'm playing basketball for my school team, and we're doing really good in that too.
What position you play on basketball team?
A shooting guard.
You're not center or nothing?
No, I'm way too short for that.
I know, that was a joke. Well, that's cool, man. So you got some ball skills? Can you go between the legs, behind the back?
Oh yeah, easy.
For real? All right. Little Steph Curry? You hit some threes?
No. Sometimes.
Oh, man. You gotta get that long range stuff. Well, that's cool, man. How was your Christmas holidays?
It was good.
Yeah? You guys went to New York, right? What was the coolest thing you saw in New York?
The Statue of Liberty.
Ooh. Really? Why was that the coolest thing?
I don't know.
I mean, you've seen it on TV before, but seeing it in person was mind-blowing.
Yeah. It's really big. It's way bigger than you'd think it is.
Did you guys get out on Ellis Island?
Nah.
I know that they used to allow you to take tours up into it, but I don't think they do that anymore. But
yeah,
that's
not
cool,
anymore.
Man. The whole family got to go to New York. Now, were you guys in Times Square for the New Year's?
No.
No.
We left Christmas.
Oh, well, that's perfect. How were the airports? Crazy busy?
No. LaGuardia wasn't.
No. That's where I always fly into. Well, look, you know what? As I was saying all this, it would have been what if they'd left Liam in New York? And that's a new version. Well, hold on, it's a new version of Home Alone. Now we go on vacation and we leave you on vacation. How about that? See, John Hughes needs to pay attention. I got ideas here. So, well, cool, man. Well, what'd you get for Christmas? What was the big gift you got?
The big gift was the trip to New York. So.
Oh, okay.
And then.
You get a new bat, new glove? No?
Oh, I got a new bat. Yeah, I got a new batting glove though.
What kind of gloves?
I got Evo Shield. They're Evo Shield.
Evo Shield. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, you're coming to play banana ball with us, right? All right. You going to have some trick plays ready by the time we get to Savannah?
Yeah.
Dude, we're going to have some contests. We're going to have so much fun. So, and you get to see a Bananas game at home. That's the big deal right there too. So, very excited. And at this point, when this episode we'll be sold out by the time this episode airs. So, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So, all right. Well, look, Liam, you're cool, like you and all, but we got to get to the guest, okay? Are you cool with that? All right. Joining us today, from Southern California. Niko Varvetsau. Dude, I tried.
Varvet
You're gonna have to
Suis.
Yeah.
Varvetsous. Niko Varvetsous, man. What's up, dude?
What's up? How about you?
How you doing?
Good. How about you?
Yeah. Well, man, honestly, today was kind of rough because it's a Monday, and you'll know what that means like as you get older. But it's cool now that I get to sit here and talk to you guys. So that's the coolest part of my day. I hope you believe me too, because it is. All right, dude. So all guests got to start show off. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Give us some highlights. Tell us where you live, what team you play on. Tell us why you like baseball. And then the last question is, what's your favorite cereal? Got it?
What was the first question again?
No. Yeah, just chill and relax. It's tell us a little bit about tell us who you are, man. Tell us how who you are, how old you are, who you play with. Just start with that.
So, I'm pretty smart. I know that. I could spell pretty well.
That's a jab. He's taking a jab at me based on a conversation we had before we started recording. Appreciate that, Niko. That was a right hook you just threw, but that's okay. Keep going, dude.
Play on Longbow Lippman, but recently my coach and the coach of the so-called best team in California, which I think they pretty are, MVP also Casillas. My coach and them were like buddies, I think, in high school, and they like formed a team together, and we called it MVP also Long Ball.
Awesome. And that's who you're playing with now?
Yeah, I've been through a lot of teams.
Well, I mean, probably all for good reasons, though, right? You just had to find your right place and your right coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like some of the teams are sometimes pretty mean to me. I just kept moving teams until I found the right team. I was usually like a USA team playing guy on a like minor league team, basically through my entire career or life.
Yeah. So hold on. Let's go back just for a minute. You said teams didn't treat you well. What was going on?
Nothing. They were just jealous that I was really good, and they always like made fun of me. And sometimes I took it, and sometimes I just like told them to be quiet and stop being mean to me. But
yeah, for sure.
Now I finally found a perfect team, and I love this team.
That is so awesome, dude. Because I know that has a lot to do with how well you play too. Like when you feel like you belong and people around you support you, man, that just gives you like an extra superpower. So at least that would for me. What about you, Liam?
I think so. I play better on teams that support me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Because that's ultimately that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to bring the best out of each other. And when you're on a team that's willing to do that, man, that's when you're going to play your best. Go ahead, Niko.
Like I used to play on the old team I used to play on. Even like the slightest little mistake that I do, like sometimes moving their water bottle, like I did once, accidentally caused one of my teammates to like bite their lip and just smacked me in the rib during the game. I don't know why.
Okay. That's messed up. Just for moving some dude's water bottle? Man.
He bit his lip and then he just hit me in the... I don't know why.
Yeah, that's messed up. We ain't even gonna worry about it, Niko, because that's in the past. And you know what we can do about the past?
Leave it there.
Leave it there. That's exactly right, dude. That's the perfect answer, man. All right, well, dude, we're gonna get to know a lot more about you, of course, but you got to tell us what your favorite cereal is.
I have to say, all the Fruity Pebbles cereals. The main one, Cocoa Pebbles, the marshmallow one. I love all of them. And they're just, you don't get over them. You like them so much sometimes, you just don't get over it.
So that's how it was for me, man. I mean, obviously, Fruity Pebbles likes it.
Yeah.
You used to
I
do
used
what now?
I used to beg my mom all the time to buy me them. Sometimes she wouldn't though because she just wanted to like go and buy like a family dinner. I'd always ask for them though. Like I love every version of them. Anytime I see the
Dude,
regular one, the chocolate one, or the marshmallow one, I want all of them.
that's it, dude. That's it. Can't go wrong with Fruity Pebbles, man. All right. Well, look. So what I read, you're a lefty pitcher, lefty hitter. You all the way around lefty. Is that correct?
Yeah, and I play first base and outfield.
All right. So does lefty give you an advantage? You think?
I think it's the same as righties, just there's less lefties than righties. I
That's
mean,
right.
the one of the advantages you get as a lefty is to hit it to the opposite side of the field as righties.
That's right.
But I just hit it everywhere.
That's right.
So
You got to
that
hit the ball where it's
doesn't matter.
thrown. That's it, dude. So now pitcher. How long you been pitching? Have you been pitching for a while?
Yeah, I have. I started pitching when at like before or during 7 years old. I started
Okay.
pitching.
Wow. That's cool. Liam, what position did you play?
Shortstop and pitcher.
So we got two pitchers here. Niko, what kind of pitches you throw, man?
Um, I could throw probably like I won't throw some in the game, but I can throw over like to 12 pitches. Probably.
Okay. Wow.
Uh,
That
not like
I didn't even know there was 12 pitches to throw. You must have been making up your pitches. You got like the booger pitch and those kind of pitches too, like some snot pitches. I got to put some weight on the ball. 12 pitches, Liam. How many you throw?
I mean, I could throw like 6 or 7, but I only use 3 in the game.
Gotcha.
yeah, I only use four, which is a fastball, a two-seam fastball, a sinker, and a changeup. But on this new team, I throw a fastball and a changeup only. They're really good though, both of them. My
Dude,
fastball sinks down like a sinker.
look, I'm gonna tell you, dude. If you can get through games and be successful with those two pitches, that's what scouts look for. Wait a minute, why is it doing that? Because I hold up peace and it did like balloons or something. I don't know what's going on there, but like, that's good stuff, Niko. If you can
Yeah,
win baseball games, that's good.
this week, during this tournament I pitched twice in like probably like 4 innings and had 6 strikeouts.
I never pitched. Yeah, I did. I take that back. I've said this on the show before, but I tried to pitch one time, Niko, and I was like, "Let me pitch." So I ran in. This was like in middle school. I was playing JV, and I tried to throw sidearm. Well, I did throw sidearm. First pitch, the dude whiffed at, and I was like, "Yeah, I got him." And then second pitch, he about took me over the fence. So I returned. I returned back to the outfield. So sounds like you're better than I am. So, or definitely better than I was. So, well, that's cool, man. So, Liam, I'm gonna let you ask some questions because I'm just gonna keep asking.
So what grade are you in?
In 5th grade.
You were breaking up. I couldn't hear you.
He's in the fifth
I'm
grade.
in 5th.
5th grade? Okay. What's your favorite position to play?
Favorite position to play? I mean, I like to play all positions, but if I were to pick one to play permanently, I'd probably pick like first base or something, because I trust my new teammates to do the pitching job.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take first base all day. Except when a lefty comes up and he wants to like line a ball down first base line or something, I might have to like scream and move out of the way. But I like first base. Well, that's good, dude. Now you've been playing since you've was 6 years old, Niko. Like, what have you learned most about the sport baseball since you started?
That I have to try hard, and that I have to try hard. I have to have 110 effort, and that I have to appreciate the game and not get emotional. That's some big things I've learned.
That's some big words there, dude. But good words. Do you know what all that means?
Yeah. I
Tell me
used to
about
get
that.
emotional.
You used to get
Like,
real emotional.
yeah.
Okay.
I only
So
did
did
that
I.
because team I had to carry like a huge load on my back. It felt like if they weren't doing anything, I felt like I was the only one who had to commit to the job, and I was like, if I were to
You've
get
had a
out
lot of the
during
responsibility, right?
yeah, if I were
Yeah.
to get out during one of those at bats, I'd probably get really mad and angry and sad. But now I don't do that anymore.
There you go. I mean that comes with as you get older. I mean, you'll still get if you're a true competitor, you'll still get frustrated. You might even get mad every once in a while, but you have to come back to what we were talking about earlier, right? And you have to control what you can control. Can you get upset if you want to go outside and play and it's raining? Can you get upset and throw a temper tantrum about that?
Not a
Can
temper tantrum, but I would get pretty
but
frustrated.
can you control the weather?
No, I can't.
So getting upset and wasting emotions on things that you can't control is just wasting additional energy. And a rock star ball player like you have to be able to be mindful enough not to waste energy on things that you can't control. I'm an older man and I'm still trying to learn that lesson too. So it's a constant process, man. I was reading, your bio that you guys sent over, and it says you do training at the Dodger Academy.
Yeah.
All right, tell us about this, man, because our listeners might not know what this is, and you got to tell us, man. Tell us about this Dodger Academy.
So, the Dodger Academy is a great place. I mean, I learned all of my really good tricks from my main coach, and it's so good that I once saw Christian Yelich training, and I learned all my good skills. I field a lot from there. I hit a lot from there. That's how I know where to load, where to swing, and how hard to swing.
Do you always see the same coach when you go, or how? Like, do you go as an individual? Does your team go?
No, he's just like my private coach kind of. His name's
Gotcha,
Paul Gallo.
gotcha. Paul Gallo sounds familiar. I think I've heard of him before.
Maybe Joey did.
That could be it. Maybe it's just similar names or something. So
She's trained a bunch of pitchers. Like Max Fried, Lucas Giolito, Jack Flaherty, Hunter Green, and Crow Armstrong too. He's also friends with Jeff Bagwell.
real dude, I grew up watching Jeff Bagwell. That dude he was a baller, but man, that's cool, man. Have you ever met some of these big name players?
I'm Christian Yelich. When I told you that he was training at the Dodger Academy, he was doing hitting practice, and I helped him pick up the balls, and he said thank you, and I said you're welcome.
You know what you should have done? You should have grabbed one of them balls and said, "Man, can you just sign this one for me? I just helped you pick up all these balls." Like, man, next time I'm just gonna let you do it. Yeah, I think he makes enough money he can pay for that ball, though. It's we'll strategize next time, Niko. We'll strategize. Well, look, do you still go to the academy to train?
Yeah, I've been going there for 2 years, and 3 years now, and every single time I went, I learned something new, basically, or fixed something that I know a lot.
So, are you the type of kid you know everything, and then you happen to just learn some stuff along the way, or do you know that you've got a lot to learn and you're ready to learn those things?
I mean, I know a lot of things about baseball and like how you hit, how you play, but I think I still got a long way to go. Cause my dad once told me that like after we went to the Dodger Academy that my coach has only told us like 2-3% of his brain.
I bet so, man. There's so much to the game. Like just situational things, strategies. Holy cow. Like my son loves football. He plays football. and he played baseball as well. And he was like, "Man, I'll never make it to the MLB." And I'm like, you know what separates MLB players from the rest of us? Look, they swing the bat, right? They swing the bat at the ball. They use their glove to catch the ball, right? And then they have to throw the ball. You know what separates them from us? Is years and years and years of practice. That's the only thing. And you know what? You can learn a lot at a young age, but I promise you, as your body develops and you guys get, you start going through puberty and such, like you'll have to relearn some things sometimes. So always be a student, man. Be a student of the game. Liam, check this out. So this dude apparently watches all kind of films and documentaries, history of the game. Are you a student of the game like that, Liam?
Not like that.
Hey, you know what? I used to do some of that stuff, but Niko, so you just watch all this stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah? What? Tell me what has been like the coolest thing that you've learned through watching all of these documentaries and learning the history of the game?
Probably that if you you don't want to be like the big hero of the game. You kind of you want to take it step by step instead of just having this one big swing like I did today. You don't want to try to be the hero that hits a grand slam and walks it off. You want to be the guy that just gets the consistent hits and
Right.
tries to get RBIs for his team.
That's right. That's it, dude. Make contact, get on base, drive runs in.
That's what I try to
Ultimately,
do.
it's just Ultimately, it's just drive runs in. Whether that means there's nobody on base, and the only way you're going to do that to hit the ball over the fence. Hey, you can do that, or you can get on base. Somebody else can knock you in. It's all it's team. It's team in baseball. Well, who's your favorite person in baseball history? Do you have like a player that sticks out to you?
Probably Pete Alonso.
Okay. Why
He's
Pete
what
Alonso?
inspired me to be a first baseman along with Freddie Freeman.
Freddie's a good dude. Like Freddie.
Yeah, I once saw him at a game during a perfect game tournament with my new team when I was guest playing with them.
Mm-hmm.
Freddie Freeman was like sitting on the other field with his son playing. I was too scared to say hi though.
Dude. Niko. What is wrong? Dude, was your dad there with you?
Yeah.
And he didn't make you go do it?
No, my dad.
Do what?
My dad said hi to Freddie.
Dude. Man. Next time, what you need to do is just say, Freddie, I met you so many times. You don't remember me? And just start a conversation. Walk up and tell him a joke. He's just a normal person. Except he hits grand slams in the World Series. I mean, but he's still a normal person. He's not like Coach Aaron normal, but he's still a normal. See, the dog was even like, he's normal. Like, he's normal. So, what kind of films and documentaries do you watch, Niko?
Mostly about, I've probably seen like 3 or 4 about the Yankees and Boston Red Sox comeback.
Mm-hmm.
In 2004, and I've learned some new things from each one of them. And my dad told me about this new documentary that came out called Game 7, which is basically like all the like historical Game 7s throughout all sports. And I just watched the first episode, which was about Aaron Boone hitting the home run to send the Yankees to the World Series in 2003.
That's cool. Yeah, I know Aaron Boone. Not like he's my dude or nothing, but I think we're like Facebook friends or something. We've messaged each other. That's cool. Now, Liam, what are you giving me that look for?
I don't believe that.
He's got a podcast. Yeah, he does. Yeah, promise you. Look, okay, then I'm gonna send you some screenshots. I keep receipts, Liam. I keep receipts. Niko, you keep receipts too, right? You know what that means?
Not
You know what
really.
that means? That means you remember when
Proof.
people doubt you. When people wants to like clown you and like doubt you, or you, like you were saying, make fun of you. Like,
Yeah.
keep receipts. Don't forget that stuff, because use that for passion. But in this case, I got proof that I've had that conversation. So they get the same guy that used to do our audio for our show did Aaron Boone's audio as well. So that's how I got connected with him. Yep. That's cool. Now, you're a Mets and a Dodgers fan?
I mean, yeah, I like the Mets and Dodgers. So if like the Dodgers play any other team besides the Mets, I want them to win. But if it's Mets Dodgers, I want the Mets to win.
Okay. Well, you could have just picked two teams, one in the AFC, one in the American League and one in the National League. That would have been easier. How did you get stuck on those two teams? You just like some players on those two teams?
I like the Mets because my dad's from New York, and I once went to New York to watch a Mets game at like 6 years old, and Mr. Met tossed us a shirt, and I was like, wow, this team is really cool. I like this team, and I was just a fan of them ever since. And the reason why I'm a Dodgers fan too is because I live in LA, and because I once did a summer camp like where you get to be on the field besides the dirt, and you can like they like practice for 3 days in a row. That's how I met my coach Paul Gallo, because we were arguing over over whose helmet was who, and my dad realized that he had a training academy.
That's cool. Well, look, that's how that kind of stuff works out, man. You never know who you're going to meet. Well, who's your favorite player? Is it your favorite player is Pete Alonso?
I also like Francisco Lindor, Brandon Nimmo, and Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman.
Liam, you like Freddie Freeman, right? You liked him when he was a Brave.
Yeah.
What
I don't
did
like
you
him no
think
more.
when he? Yeah, what did you think when he ended up going to the Dodgers? Were you upset at him?
I mean, it wasn't his fault because his agent didn't tell him that he got another offer from the Braves. And he said he
Yeah.
would have gone to the Braves if he knew. So it wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
So I wasn't completely.
No, I feel like what happened to him, man, was like rough. I mean, imagine that. Your family lives in one spot, one team you've played for, and because of some dude's greedy, like he wanted to get more money, like that's messed up. But so that's why I was pulling for the Dodgers in the World Series, because I wanted Freddie to get him a ring. So plus, Niko, the Dodgers got Shohei. Are you a big Shohei fan?
I like him. He's a nice guy. He feel like if I were to say hi to him, he'd say hi back. He's not one of those guys that just ignores you.
Yeah.
And he's a good hitter. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
And every time he's up against the Mets, I just say, like, oh my god, I'm gonna leave to wait for his at bat to end so I don't have to see this.
Oh yeah, you're like, look, we just need to intentionally walk down. Let's just give me 4 blue. Like we're gonna go ahead
And then
move
when I
him on
come back,
first.
and then when I come back, the Dodgers are up like an extra 2 more.
Well, maybe the Mets will get it turned around, man. You know, do you feel like they will?
Good during the postseason last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think this year kind of started the way they wanted it to, but it's all right. Look, here's how I don't follow MLB much, Niko, but I get all excited about my football team. My football team's the Miami Dolphins. And I get all excited about them until season starts. And I'm like, man, we're going to do something. And then about 6 weeks into the season, you know what I'm saying?
What?
Man, I'm ready for next year because they've already broke my heart. So that's just can't control that one. Liam, who you have a football team? Is it the Buccaneers?
I don't really watch football, but I like the Dolphins.
I think we've had that conversation because I remember I liked you for that or something. Like
Yeah.
maybe I gave you a pass or something. That was it. Niko, you watch football?
Not really, but anytime it's on a TV, I do watch it.
Yeah. You
I'm
play
at an
any other?
arcade, and there's like a restaurant next to it. and football's playing, I would watch it because sometimes I play video games of it, and I played it for like a couple weeks, and it was pretty fun. I'm really good on defense, just not on offense.
Yeah. It takes some time to learn, that's for sure. Do you play any other sports other than baseball?
I mean, I could start getting into them. Like I like hockey, I like soccer, and yeah, I also like
Hockey.
golf and
Wow,
football.
dude. You know, you can learn something for baseball with almost every one of those sports that you named. And like I have talked to a lot of scouts, dude, and learn how to play other sports. Motions that you learn, this may sound silly, but like even just the motion of like how you pass a basketball, just how you're doing that, you're teaching your body a different movement. That's cool though, man. You like a lot of stuff. I don't know about golf. I'm not a big watcher of golf, and I definitely don't have the patience for it. Have you went and played golf, Niko?
The reason why I like golf is because I like to play mini golf.
See? All right. So you know how you get mad at baseball when you don't hit the ball the way you want it to and stuff?
Yeah.
Or
Just
you know how you used to? All right, see
yeah.
that's how I get mad like that today at a golf ball. Like I'm like, just go in the hole. Have you guys seen Happy Gilmore?
Yeah.
A
All
little
right,
bit.
so I'm very much Happy Gilmore. I don't even like playing putt-putt. I get mad at putt-putt. Liam, do you play golf?
No,
Me neither.
I don't
Like,
have enough patience.
Yeah. Like Niko, the last time I tried to go play golf, I got to like 5 holes and I was ready to go. I'm like, all right, that was like 2 hours. Let's go. So it's okay. I'm not a professional golfer. So you don't have to worry about
I
that.
heard that golf was basically the same motion as baseball, where basically all you have to do is just do the same motion as you would with a bat, just lower, and you swing with a club. And you have to like strategically hit it too. Like if you want it to bounce one way, you could hit it against the wall, and then it hits another wall, and then could go next to the hole. Or you can figure out a different way. Um, probably if you want to, you could try and skip it.
Yeah. I always try to, when we talking about putt-putt, so like I always try to take the hard way. Like if you know you can go through this mountain and hit it right in the hole, or you can go around it and it'll be easier. I always have to go the hard way. So, all right, Niko. Hey, go ahead.
If you take it slowly but surely, you could get number one because just like that, everyone tries to get number one by going the hard way. So if you go the easy way and only hit it like 3, 4, 5 times, everyone else is gonna try so hard to hit it in, and unless they're really good, they're gonna miss.
That's me. Yep, that's me. You know who I am, Niko. You just described me perfectly right there. I try the hard way, and then I get upset when I can't do it. So it's okay. All right, Niko. Here's a very important subject that we always talk about on the show: school. Now, are we one of those kids that like school, or you're like, man, I don't want to go to school tomorrow? Which one are you?
All my cousins hate school, but I like school. I say there's basically nothing to do on weekdays except for baseball practices. And doing school helps me learn new things, and it also makes me like use half of my day on important stuff. Like instead of just sitting around from 8 a.m. to 2 o'clock, I actually do something from those times.
You know what? I think we could have surveyed most kids in this country and they wouldn't have said that answer right there. So either one, your dad just told you what to say, or two, you're a smart dude.
Yeah, actually I have A's and B's as grades.
Well, there you go. There's the answer. What's your favorite subject, man?
Favorite subject? I was pretty bad. I was lazy at a lot of subjects last year, but I finished off with like all B's this year. My favorite subject is math.
Wow.
I'm like an A at it.
Wow, math is so hard. Liam, what's your favorite subject?
Math.
That's what I thought. I think we've had that conversation. All right,
Math is
that's like the hardest subject. Isn't math the hardest one?
if you get into it and you practice a lot, it's pretty enjoyable.
Math?
I don't know
Yeah.
about enjoyable.
I love
Liam's like, I like it, but you might have just went too far. Dude, I wasn't a big fan. Now, what about like ELA, English, writing, and reading? You guys don't like that?
I don't
Liam
like
says
it.
no.
like
Liam
it.
says no.
My teacher makes me write too much.
Last
Oh,
year,
that's because you lazy, Liam. You
I'm
gotta
not
learn to
lazy.
write. You gotta
I
learn
write
to write.
all day, every day.
You what now?
I write all day, every day.
They still make you write, or do you type everything?
I mean, sometimes we type. Most of the time it's like handwriting, but we do this thing on Shelby and you have to type. It's homework.
Okay.
So.
Well, look, that's good muscle building for your wrist. You know, you're a pitcher. Grip that ball. Got to grip that pen, that pencil. I mean, you can, I'm just messing. Well, I see. I always liked reading and writing, but I didn't like math. So, Niko, what do you think you're gonna do when you grow up, man?
I want to be a scientist, of course, a baseball
Wow.
player.
Yeah, of
I
course.
want to be an engineer too, and a
Wow.
historian.
That's some important positions right there. Engineer, like you know, you got engineers that can do all kind of stuff. And that's
I
who
want to help
builds
build
the
the
world.
future.
How about what?
I want to help build the future.
Well, you already doing it, man.
Make better and cleaner products instead of products that harm the earth. Because if we keep doing that, the earth's just gonna turn into like Mars or something. A bunch
You
of
think
mountains,
so?
but no.
I hope not. But you need to keep studying and keep learning, because it sounds like we need you to be a scientist. You got to figure all of this stuff out, Niko. The power is in your hands. Do you accept the challenge?
Yeah.
There you go. That's it. Liam, we got it made now, man. We got Niko on the case. Liam, you got any questions for Niko?
Yeah, I do. So,
Okay.
I have two. If there was a position that you'd like to learn how to play, what position would that be?
Probably catcher.
Catcher?
Yeah. My
And
legs are strong. I can throw hard. And like my dad always tells me if a ball were to pop up or go behind me, that I would always rip off my mask and go run and get it.
Yep.
I also learned my best friend also teach me how to block a couple years ago, and I still remember. You have to like drop to the ground, put your glove in between your legs, and then put your hand as a fist behind your glove, and then close it when the ball gets close, or get behind the ball to stop it.
That's right. Catching's a hard position, man. That's a hard position. But just like a pitcher, you're involved in every single play. So, Liam, what was that second question you had, bud?
what pitch would you like to learn if you can learn any in the whole world?
Yeah, probably knuckleball. Cause like
Knuckleball?
earlier, my coach Paul Gallo, he throws a really good knuckleball and he can throw from really far away. Like you could, if you saw it, it does it barely moves and it goes so weird sometimes. I miss it entirely.
Really? It just
Yeah.
like drops out of the box?
Yeah.
What's the pitch?
Once he threw it to me during hitting practice, and I was trying to hit it pretty hard. He threw it, and I just hit. I tried to swing at it, and I fell over.
That's what's that called? Getting, what is it called?
Folded?
Getting folded. That's it. I'm learning those words. I didn't know that word until Trip Dog taught me what folded meant. So now I know what it means, because I've seen Eric Sim get folded sometimes. So That's how I
all the
learn.
time.
Well, we're towards the end, man. Is there anything that you would like to tell us that you haven't told us yet about yourself?
That I played on probably like a bunch of different teams, and what was it? My mom was the one who taught me actually how to play baseball. She used to
Really?
play it when she was little, and she taught me how to stand, like to bend your knees, to have your hands up behind your ear, and how to swing. And once I got used to it, my dad put me on a team, and I had the number 99.
There you go.
I
That's the same
I
number.
remember
Oh.
once during my Shetland life, I was little, and the coach once gave me a pitch with the machine, and right before the ball came, I closed my eyes, I hit the ball, and I ran around for an inside the Parker.
Yeah.
It was so funny because the other team was like their entire team, like the center fielders, left fielders, and right fielders, both like they were running to get the ball. They were like all trying to get it, but everyone kept stealing it from each other.
What was that in like? Was that like 6U or something? 8U?
Yeah, like 6U.
6U? Yeah, I remember those days of I need a ball. That's my ball. That's my ball stuff. So, all right, Nico. Look, we ain't done though. We have to ask our guest the last question. Do you know what question we asked last?
No, I do not.
Okay, here it comes. Liam, do you know?
Yeah, I do know.
Would you like to ask Nico?
Yes.
Nico, this is a very hard question, okay?
Okay.
You could win $1 million. Actually, I'm just very kidding. There is no $1 million. But Liam, go ahead.
So the last question is: bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, down by 3. What's your walk-up song?
Probably a song from Bad Bunny.
I've heard a lot of people say Bad Bunny. Now, he's just like a DJ, right? Or does he actually sing?
He's a real singer.
Oh, I thought he just made music and beats. I didn't know that.
My dad
Which-
actually makes music and beats.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he's friends with Drake.
Drake? Oh, now look, you live in California. You live in L.A. Do you like Kendrick Lamar? You don't
He's
like Kendrick
posted.
Lamar?
He put like one song up, and that one song was not like us. And to be honest, I don't think it's that good.
Oh, no? Wow.
Nah.
So your dad, I don't know a lot about the rap game and beefs going on today, but I know about that one. So your dad knows Drake. That's really cool,
Yeah.
man.
And is in this iPad that I'm on, I think he has a
Mhm.
picture of him with
Gotcha.
with my dad and him in a picture.
That's cool. Well, I grew up listening to West Coast rap and hip hop. So, Liam, look, boy, you just keep laughing at me. Why you keep laughing at me? I grew up listening to rap. I was big time in the 90s, and the 80s. Like West Coast gangster rap. That was my music. Oh, everybody, look, Nico, you can't laugh. What do you laugh? All right, if you're driving in your car or working out at the gym, these two kids are just rolling laughing at me. Now listen, I used to listen to Too Short, Ant Banks, Spice One, obviously NWA, Cube is one of the greats, Snoop, Dre, E40. Like, I could keep going on and on. I know
Is
it, man.
Cube Ice Cube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on like first name basis with him. I just call him Cube because I'm just like we're down like that. I'm just kidding. I ain't never met the dude in my life, but I wish I could. But Nico, man, you did great, dude. Look, I'm gonna tell you, man. You seem like a very confident young man, and you're gonna go a long way. You know that? What do you think's the furthest you're gonna be able to go?
To the
Don't
Hall of
even-
Fame.
There you. Ooh, I like that. Hall of
My
Fame.
goal when I get older is to probably join the 50-50 club to prove that I'm fast and that I'm strong.
There you go. Well, my favorite player growing up was the first to hit the 40-40 club. Do you know who that is?
Not really.
Jose Canseco. You ever heard that name before?
Yes, I have.
Liam's already giving me bad faces now.
No, I knew it. I just couldn't think of his name.
Oh, I'm sorry. I gave you the answer too fast, but I was a huge Oakland A's fan growing up, and then I think he got traded to the Rangers, so I became a Rangers fan, and then at some point he just started bouncing from team to team and kind of lost track. But all right, Niko, man, go ahead.
I once saw a funny play that Jose Canseco once did when he was on the Rangers. I think it was like the Guardians, or as they said, the Indians played against them, and one of the guys hit like a fly ball to, I think it was like right center field, and Canseco was going back to catch it, but the ball hit his head and went over the fence for a home run.
I remember that play. Because all of my friends saw that play, and guess what they did? They let me know that they saw that play, and I know exactly what play you're talking about, Niko. That was a rough day for us Jose Canseco fans, but it's all right. I can't control it. So, hey, look, dude, thank you so much for coming on the show. And I think you were amazing. I think you got tons of potential, man. Stay serious in school. If you're going to be an engineer, you got to learn that math. Math is very important. And if you're gonna make it to the Hall of Fame, man, you got to have one of the best work ethics that there is. So keep putting in time and work, okay?
Okay.
Awesome. Well, look, we're gonna let you finish. We're gonna let you close out the show, okay? Do you know what we say when we close the show out?
No.
All right, we're going to teach you here in just a second. So I'm going to thank everyone for listening to us, and then we're going to teach you what to say. Hey, listen, everyone, we're in season 4. Thank you so much. Continue to help us grow, though. We need more people listening. We need more people sending us questions, more people to interview. We're booked out right now about 2 months, but let's go. Let's book the thing out for the whole season 4. So thank you guys for listening. Make sure to like, share, repost, whatever, all that stuff you can do with social media. After 4 seasons, you'd think I'd have it memorized by now, but I don't.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
Yeah, of course, man. It was my pleasure today. I told you this is like the highlight of my day here. Well, I've been preparing for you all day long. Liam, you ready?
Until next time.
I'll catch you on the slide.
Yeah, you will. That's it.
Thanks for joining the action and sharing our love for the game. Now go practice your swing, or at least look like a pro in the mirror. Subscribe and follow the Slide Podcast and the Field Team on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all your favorite social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Don't forget to leave a 5-star review, a thumbs up, and recommend us to every person you meet. Got a question? Drop it in your review. We might just answer it on the podcast. Keep grinding, dreaming big, and remember, there's nothing you can't accomplish. Till next time, we'll catch you on